What is up, everybody? Mech back again for another beer review. It is the 30th of November, and the beer review goes up on Mondays, but it's not technically the 1st of October, but I don't care. We're gonna do this anyway. This brew, the 603 Toasted Pumpkin Ale, I had to try hard not to try it before this review. I saw this pop up on 603's Instagram, and I was like, that is not only just a very attractive looking can, but it also sounds really good. A toasted pumpkin ale. That's just I've never heard of one named like that came from the whole pumpkin beer lineup that everybody does around this time of year. So I'm really excited to try it. So here on the front of the can it says, a pumpkin ale with roasted malt flavors, real pumpkins, and a blend of seasonal spices. Live free, drink 603. And if you have been paying attention in some of these other New Hampshire beers, New Hampshire's where I'm from. So it's very close to home for me, and that makes it a lot more fun. So let's hop on over to BeerdedMECH.com and see what they have to say about it. And here over on BeerdedMECH.com we have very good, which is an 85 out of 100 for a score. Style, of course, is pumpkin beer, ranked 154 out of all the pumpkin beers with that style. And that's very interesting. I'd love to taste what number one is. Of course, if a lot of them are rated high, then you end up with a very large batch of very highly rated pumpkin beers, and so this is just number 154 among many. So ABV is 8.2, which kind of lends me to believe that this is more of like an imperial pumpkin ale. So we'll see how we fare with that, because the last time I had an imperial pumpkin ale, it was way too pumpkin spicy, but that varies between different breweries and different styles of brewing, so we'll see. Score is an 85. As we said, ranked 20,000, I can't even speak, 27,033 is the rank overall on the site, that's a lot of beers. Average is 3.8 out of 5, with 5 reviews and 19 ratings from 603 Brewery in Derry, New Hampshire. I believe it is Derry. Londonderry. That's funny. It's right where Kelson Brewery is from as well. And as you can see here, 19 ratings and only 5 reviews. This beer has not gotten a lot of traction, of course, because it's a local beer. You're probably not gonna find it if you're in Kentucky or whatever. And availability, of course, is fall, because it is the pumpkin lineup. And there's no notes to speak of. In last week we read the style of beer for pumpkin beer, so that's all there is really to read about it. So if you can't tell, I'm excited. Been looking forward to this beer. I enjoy 603's beers. This year was actually the first time that I even tried 603. I thought it was kind of gimmicky. I'm like, 603, pff. Everyone makes this stuff about, oh, this is my area code, so now it's like a brand. It ended up being a good choice to try them out with the Winnie Ale that they put out. So, without further ado, get this in the glass. Can we fit it all in? Barely. Oh, goodness me. Yeah, the can says it's a pint. That's exactly what this glass is. So here's the thing. Usually I give it a good smell before I take a sip, but look how full this is. It takes a steady hand. Oh. It's got an interesting smell to it. Different from the UFO pumpkin we did last week. It definitely has that pumpkin smell to it, but it's a little bit spicier, which is really kind of what I expected. But anyways, before I spill this, cheers guys, let's try this. My dudes, what have we found here? What have we found here? Holy cow. So, hitting the mic. Toasted pumpkin ale from 603 Brewery. It's not like an imperial pumpkin ale, not like the kind that I've had in the past where they literally taste like someone went to the store and bought like those little containers of pumpkin spice that you put like in a pumpkin pie or something, or pumpkin muffins or pumpkin whatever baked good, and then just took it and just went ugh into the beer. Like, I've had some imperial pumpkin ales that taste just like that, and it's awful to be blunt. This is different. It's got the pumpkin for sure, but it's not super sweet, and it doesn't have like the it has a higher alcohol by volume. It's not super spicy though, and like I said, not very sweet. Call me crazy, but you ever have a pumpkin pie? Of course, you might put some whipped cream on top. It almost slightly, very slightly, almost tastes like whipped cream on top of a pumpkin pie. It kind of has like that. Like if you were to not sweeten a pumpkin pie all that much, what do you get? You get like the pumpkin squash, flavor. And it reminds me of a pumpkin pie that is just not overly sweet and has some whipped cream on top. It's very interesting. I'm a little bit lost for words. I've never had a pumpkin beer quite like this, and I'm not singing its praises because it's from my state. It's very, very good. And the thing is, I believe last year there was a couple higher quality, more expensive pumpkin beers, and they were good, but here's the thing about that. They're not so good that I specifically remember what they tasted like and how much I enjoyed them. And that's really saying something. So, It's very good. It's a beer that you want to enjoy slowly, I think. Because it does have a lot of flavor to it. It's not particularly spicy. It's definitely not hoppy. It's more on the malt side. What'd the can say? Roasted malt flavors, real pumpkin, and blend of seasonal spices. Well, the seasonal spices are probably like your pumpkin spice and your things like that. I can definitely tell there's real pumpkin in it though, because it really has like that more squashy flavor, because that's what a pumpkin is, right? You know, before it were to be sweetened to go into a pumpkin pie. You know, there's lots and lots of pumpkin beers out there that they're just pumpkin pie flavored. This is like one of the more truer pumpkin beers I've ever had. Not to say that the sweeter pumpkin beers are bad, because I've had some that are amazing, but this is it's one in its own. Until I've had one like it, which I have not, obviously. So, anyways, guys, once again, let me know in the comments. Have you had this kind of beer? Are you from around here where you can get this kind of beer? And if not, what's your favorite pumpkin beer? Better yet, what's your favorite, like, true pumpkin beer? Not pumpkin pie or pumpkin spice or whatever like that, you know? Like a beer that tastes like pumpkin. Something like that. Let me know in the comments down below. And like the video if you enjoyed it. If you loved it, make sure you subscribe so you can get notified by clicking the little bell when we post a new video. It's every Monday, usually in the evening time. And yeah, have a nice start to your October Halloween season. And if you do enjoy video games, especially horror video games, on Tuesday, October 1st, we're going to be playing some scary games over on mixer.com/BeerdedMECH. We got all the festivities here. The lights are going to go out and it'll be darker, and I'm going to be here alone with my headphones on playing some frightening video games. It's going to be a great time and I cannot wait. So if you enjoy that, come check me out. Mixer.com/BeerdedMECH. So thanks again for watching, guys. Take care.